Today we're starting off in Short Canyon. Neat little hike, beautiful scenery. Not super cold in January like it should be. Absolutely no snow. So this should be a fun hike. We've done this one before. Some pretty interesting rock imagery in here. So it should be a fun day. We got 3 or 4 different locations that we're gonna scout out today. Just play it by ear and have a lot of fun today. Let's see. Flip that around just so you guys can see where we are. Jeep right there's Dad. Just kind of a nice secluded area in the beginning of the San Rafael Swell. Like, we love coming out here. It's such a neat spot. We'll see a lot of cool things today too. Unfortunately, I'm a sissy with my Jeep, so we're gonna park that there. And like I said, kind of a sissy. I wasn't gonna go down that because it is a long walk out here. So we'll just get going. Being off the other side, you can see the Jeep up there, and that doesn't really look that steep, but for me it's very steep. I got a mall crawler of a Jeep, so don't hold it against me. Away we go. See a lot of people stop right there and walk. See all the foot tracks. Really cool bowl up there. Super quiet. I can hear my tinnitus really well when it's this quiet. As you can see, when they actually do have rain here, it gets pretty gnarly. The flash floods and stuff. Tears up these roads pretty good. Of course, so do the big trucks with the big tires up here 4x4. But nature does its thing and cuts a path where it wants to go. Path of least resistance. Cool thing about the sandstone, the different shapes and sizes and how it weathers, very unique.
I have a lick fest on my arm. And I finally fell asleep, but boy, it was just ringing.
Super loud.
I don't know if it's bad on me having those earplugs in. I don't really have them turned up real loud, like,
Kind of
know of.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think that you realize like how bad it is or how loud your tinnitus is until it's super quiet like this.
right.
So
This will be hard for me to do this when I'm out like this.
yeah,
I'm never quiet. I always have my music in my ears. Yeah. So,
you should have brought your music with you.
oh,
Then when you want to
I
talk.
can't run the
Oh yeah.
two together.
How you have it set up.
But,
Well, eventually we'll have 2 of these Osmo 3s.
right.
So
Well, I got that GoPro. That's
Yeah.
what I bought it for.
yeah, exactly.
And everybody uses them. Uh-oh. I'm loose.
And actually, they're a lot better. They're a lot better with the inclement weather because they're waterproof or water resistant.
But it will, when it gets full,
Yeah.
it will erase.
The oldest content
Most of it is recorded new.
is right over itself.
Yeah.
We're just talking about we're pretty secretive with some of the less known places that we visit, and places like this Short Canyon, pretty well known. Later on we're going to go over to Rochester Panel. They actually have a sign on the road for that one. So these ones right here by the Mullen Reef are pretty well known places, so we don't mind saying their names where they are. Check out this sandstone right here. Look at that one. That's so cool. Just how they shape, look at that. Almost look like a dinosaur, like a fossil head, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In my mind.
Could be a dog.
Yeah. Right? But it's just amazing how the water, and you can see that's all like shaped probably by water.
Look how much water comes down through here.
Oh, I know, it's like crazy.
It's hard to believe that this little canyon had that much
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't want to be, well, down here. I guess you could always go higher ground.
Oh, it's been up as high as...
I know, that's what's shaping a lot of that. Yeah, you can see where the water touches and where it doesn't. That's kind of scary all by itself. How high it gets through here. Carrying on. I know, look at this striations on that. It's very cool. Sandstone is pretty awesome. Just the different designs that you get with them. Very cool. Very cool. This is my second time being here. About a year. Well, it's been over a year, hasn't it? I maybe 2 years ago when we first come out here. Yeah. My dad's been out here quite a few times. This is my second trip out here. Wasn't that one over there? Looked like one of the, what are they called? Concretion balls or whatever. See how round it is?
Yeah.
On that one?
Oh, yeah, the round one?
Yeah.
Roll around in the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. I wonder, I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I never noticed that.
It's kind of
3 and 4.
kind of round, huh? Back over and look at it. That one right there. Like a, so out here there's a lot of these, I think they're called concretion balls. And back when this was, I'm assuming Lake Bonneville time, that they would just roll, these pebbles or dirt would just roll on the ground, roll back and forth with the tide, and they would get circular. And yeah, there's quite a few, and that one up there, that's pretty round, that one's pretty round. But just like some of the old sandstone things were dunes and stuff like that, these were, I'm guessing, bottom of the ocean.
At one time, about every house in Emery had one in their front yard.
Yeah, because they're all over the place.
Yeah, the small ones, that's why you don't see no
Yeah.
small ones no more. They go to people's yards.
Their decorations. Probably in a future video we'll look at some more. Here's some, kind of give you an idea. Especially that one. That was really good. That's pretty round to see right there. And then that looks like that's one right there. Another one right there. I mean, it looks like there's a bunch of them in here.
Right there, is it?
Where at? The circle thing?
Yeah, see,
I don't know.
I can't see my eyes.
Maybe.
So bad anymore. I didn't bring my binoculars.
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, it's amazing where they put them. How they shimmy up sides of cliffs and overhangs and that type of stuff. Yeah, when we come back, I'll break out the big lens on my camera and we can have a look. Or maybe if I have the drone up there. There's just like tons of them. Another one over there. That's just what they look like.
It's hard to believe this used to all be in the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason why they call it the Mullen Reef. So I like wonder, like up in there, maybe along that face, but I don't know. I'm probably facing the wrong way though. But like maybe up in those, like you were pointing out there. Up there is some really good ones. We'll fly the drone up there. There's 4 of them. Super red. Up in, you got this big overhang right here. And right next to it, tucked underneath, there's like 4 pictographs. Yeah. Super red. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Do you see them now?
Yeah. Looks like a bird.
Yeah. But
That's
I was wondering, maybe we can enter from over there. I don't know. Depends. We got a lot to do today. So maybe we'll go up there. Especially since the sun's burning off our clouds. Yeah, we can fly the drone up there again. I'm just curious. We're pretty far away from them. I'm assuming to be able to see them that good from here, they got to be pretty good sized. But I'm just like, oh, how about that right there? See that mound of dirt that comes off of it? Almost goes right up onto it.
Yeah, it does.
Huh. We'll look at that when we come back. So I bet that's the way we could get up there. Or I can climb up there. I'm just curious. It's interesting though, because I think we flew last time we were like up over in here, but I don't remember seeing anything along that ledge up there.
Yeah, I think you flew all of that.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing. Not saying they're not there. It's just saying we didn't see them. So neat little area though. And then up here, the canyon kind of forks. We're going to stay to the left. And then to the right, it goes up the canyon a ways. See like on that little rock right there, the little darker patina right there. It just looks like there's something. I bet that's a lot steeper going up to those than I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back too.
Yeah. Those would be cool to go up and see.
Those old ranchers were quite hardy fencers with how they got the fence going up the side there.
Yeah. Yeah. My property, not your property.
Keep your cattle in.
Yeah. We have areas over here. Just never know where they could be. So you can see we're kind of at that fork in the road. We're going to go up this canyon right here. I've never been up that one. Maybe one of these days this summer we'll get that way.
There was a gate up there, but I never went any further.
A gate?
Yeah. 4-wheeler. I was always in a hurry to be someplace else.
Didn't we find some on some of these? Like little boulders? Thought we seen some. We'll check that stuff out when we're gonna go. See if I can scramble up that hill and not die. I mean, I would assume maybe there'd be some up that way, right? At least a sheep or something's got to be up that road, maybe. Need to just bring the side-by-sides out here. All right, so we just came from back over there. That's the other way up the canyon, the different canyon. We're headed up this way into Short Canyon. I think they consider both this Short Canyon, don't they? I don't think they consider this off. I think they call them both Short Canyon because it doesn't give it a different name. But we're headed up here, not too far of a walk, get up into the bowl. Somebody's had a nice little e-bike here. I need one of those. So, really pretty. We're encountering our first snow, if you want to call it that. Our residual snow. Kind of tucked up under so the sun don't get it too much.
What's the temperature? 25?
Well, it's 23 when we left the Jeep. Can't be much more than that right now.
The hands are telling me it's 20 something.
Yeah. The walking kind of heats up your internal furnace. For sight of cows. Just amazing cliffs around that whole area. Really pretty. So we have snow here, and then you have alkali, not snow, all in the water. What did you used to tell me about the alkali? What did Grandpa used to say about that?
Had alkali in their veins?
Yeah, alkaline in their veins if you came from this side of the mountain. Which it's everywhere. So,
Well, they used to call those alkali springs reducing springs.
Reducing springs? Because you mess up your guts?
Yeah. Out the other end, that's what went in the other.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a spring out there on the swell called Reducing Springs.
Oh, that's the name of it? That sounds horrible. Nice thing about doing hikes at this time of the year is you don't have to worry about rattlesnakes.
And bugs.
And bugs. Lots and lots of bugs. But then again, I don't...
That's so bad out here with the cows.
Of course, I'd rather put up with the rattlesnakes and the bugs and people. That's the best thing about this is getting away from civilization. Now, if we broke down, I don't know if I'd feel that same way. It'd be a long walk. But,
Especially in my shape.
yeah. Another cool rock right here.
Pretty one.
That cedar tree, that's another thing. You get these crazy looking cedar trees. They're just, the bark is like so twisted and gnarly. But my gosh. It's almost like snowflakes. No two are the same. So, really, really neat. And then these sandstone boulders. It's just been something living up in there. Back there you can probably see. Looks like some sort of nest for a flying pterodactyl or something. All right. I should have guessed that the sun would come up and burn off the burn off the clouds.
Just as we get there.
Yeah, that's okay. It's just a light set of clouds which kind of diffuses the light, which is great for video and photography. But then the sun comes up and burns off all the clouds. Now we got to deal with harsh light. That's fine. Got to buy me a variable ND filter and a polarizer. Keep putting it off, and then days like this, I wish I wasn't a procrastinator and buy one. Look at that rock. It's just crazy. Like a very big toadstool. And these water is persistent, that's for sure. Nice little hole in there. Some canine tracks. Might be a little coyote, might be somebody's dog. Accompany him on a hike, which happens quite often. I think these boulders are fascinating. You know, just the way that the time and water and everything carved them. I don't think they'd be so fascinating if I was here when they fell. But I really enjoy them nonetheless. That's pretty cool. The shape of that. Just cuts it right down. Ooh, let's see if I went the wrong way. Now. As long as I can do it one-handed, that's all that matters. Getting up to the end up there, we'll see a lot of the rock imagery pop out. I think we'll go down in the down here. Hopefully, hopefully that's not a mistake. Another one. A lot of holes. I don't think there was any water when we did this last time either. Lots of rocks. Lots of rocks. Let's follow this waterbed. Just kind of opens up. What's amazing is this bowl canyon. And when it rains hard, I mean, it straight up fills up this whole area. That is crazy to me. How much water can dump in such a short amount of time to fill up something like this. This place is a lot like Vegas, where it doesn't get a ton of rainfall or moisture, so, and it happens so quick the ground can't absorb it, so it just kind of sits. They would have those type of floods in Las Vegas when I was in the Air Force. We've seen a few of those. Like somebody put a nice piece of stone in there. That's awesome. Another one down there. See, these are the kind of things I'd like to collect up here, and then like chisel, get the Dremel,
Oh, yeah.
and do like the rock art. So
A lot of people do it.
I know, because that's perfect.
Some of our own, huh?
Yeah, like look at that. Look how thin it is.
Yeah, that's neat.
It's like perfect. It's almost like tile you would find in freaking Home Depot. That's pretty cool. Somebody put another one right there too. A redder one.
You can do that and leave them out here and every once in a while put a sticker on the back of it.
Yeah, right?
And a treasure.
It is.
I don't remember it being this far.
All right. You just keep walking and walking and walking.
We must have been in better shape.
Oh, yeah, I think we were in way better shape. Yeah, because there's some right there.
I know round is a shape, but
Yeah, not a healthy shape. Some up there by that. We'll get a closer look here in a little bit. It's like right up in there. That one's a cool one. It's got some big hands and stuff, and a nice shield above it. So we're gonna keep working our way up here, taking probably a lot of breaks. I don't want you to turn on my video, so I'll pause it while I'm breathing heavy, trying to recover. So it continues out that way. I don't remember, we never went out that way, so we never did follow that around. Most of the rock imagery we know about is up in this little part of Short Canyon. I'm pretty sure it dead ends over there. I think I flew a drone over there before. So I'll just hike up this way because I want to go to the back. Like back up in here is some pretty cool ones. You can tell a lot of people's been here. Nice little trail. Get us. Be back. Taking a break, kind of looking at our way we're going. Those go up to those. Right there. Pretty much. Right in here. Or let's say those. For last, as we come out, we're going to take this little path right here and head up further into the bowl. This is probably the roughest hike we're doing today, which is probably easy for a lot of most people, but we're barely starting to get back at it, working out. It's crazy how hard it is to get that endurance back, but it's super easy to lose. And I tell myself every time I do it, I'm going to stay in shape this time. And I don't. But human nature, I guess. At least for me. That's a pretty amazing canyon. That's where we came from. Take a break. Alright, we're going to continue on. Got my bearings. I see the rock imagery I'm looking for, which is over right there. Gonna scurry up this, but I gotta turn it off. I need both hands for that. Let's see what I can do. Back in a minute. Okay. Just scurried up that bad boy. Over to there. Up here. Once again, I think on camera it's like so deceiving how narrow a lot of this stuff is. You know? But we'll stay up on this rim for the remainder of this video. That's where a lot of the rock imagery is. Nice thing is it's starting to warm up, which is nice. Look down in there. All that. Just amazing.
Here we go. Nice climb. Beautiful day. Almost end of January. Weather's been kind of turned off cold the last while. And some picture grass right up there. I don't know if you can see them. I'll walk up to them. This is a well-traveled site, a well-visited site. A lot of people know about this in a lot of books. This is my 4th trip here. Two with Brennan, one by myself. That was the first time. And once with Willie and Kenny, my son and brother-in-law. So it's probably the worst shape I've been in since I've come up here, so enough about that. Visited enough, there's a pretty nice trail. Pretty little canyon. We're on a Mullen Reef. A lot of rock art on the reef. Two different eras here. Two different time periods. Almost looks like Barrier King style. Hey kids, it'd be Fremont. Circle in a circle, usually the sun. Starts warming up once that sun comes out. I don't know if that was, well, the whole thing was original or if it was added to. Horns look like maybe later.
Got a shield, got the guy with the big old hands. Another anthropomorph. And we have access to nice little trail right there when we head back down. I really like these ones over here. This dude with the hands, probably one of my favorites in this area. Check him out. Very cool. See that guy? Some of the spirals or scratchings like all over that bad boy. Like there's another little bit one over there. Makes me wonder if there's more. It looks like somebody chipped off his leg. But another cool thing, let me back up so I don't walk back over a cliff, is there's a guy, is that shield. Such a cool shield. Half in the sun, half out. I don't like it. It don't make good for good pictures, good photos. Half in and half out. Oh well. It's okay. So tell me, what are your thoughts on that? You know, let me back out. This guy with these huge long arms and actually 5 fingers. He got five digits. I don't see that very often. A lot of times 3 digits, at least the ones I've seen. His feet, you know, you really can't comment on his feet since it's been pecked out, but 5 fingers, still got the antennas. The anthropomorph, got baby arms. Cool shield. Cool shield. Very, very, very interesting. Let me know your thoughts on that. What do you think about his long arms? Just better to hug people with? I don't know. I'm gonna snap some photos. Like I said, pretty cool out here. I thought there was one more down that way, but we gotta hit some other sites. Check those out. Give me your thoughts about those guys. Like I said, the arms are crazy. I don't know if there's a meaning to them, something, maybe it's just something spiritual, maybe something terrestrial. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about those. So,
I wanted to get here before the sun got on these, but they show up a lot better. We didn't make it. Pretty neat though. What is it only? I always look at the arches. What do they mean? Is it an arch? Is it a rainbow? Double rainbow? Sun coming up over the mountain? And you got figures up there. I don't know if the white one on the left is cornstalk. You can see it's two different areas because the white is right over the top of the red. So. And the red don't really have a lot of sheep in them. And then you start with the whites and the sheep. So here's one, the white Fremont maybe with the sheep. I don't see bow and arrow or nothing. I see one sheep. See like a circle with a shaft going through it and it goes into the sheep. And there's a skinny sheep up there, almost shaped like an H. Circles, are they water? Are they camps? Is the squiggly line, is that the way you get up the canyon from the bottom up to here? Are those other ones, is it a ladder? And then you start looking at the red ones and yeah, like backwards turkey feet. Headless critter. Maybe a tree there. And another sun. You see the sheep are in white, so that's why I think they're Fremont. Fremont were known for their sheep. I see 3 sheep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sheep there. The red, the stairs, ladders. Pretty amazing. Said read a lot of times was ochre mixed with, they call it hide glue, scrapings of the hide when you're fleshing it. Helps being a bonding agent. Heard they mix fat with it. Maybe that's what they're referring to as fat. So a lot of times they would take right over the rock imagery of the other people to take the power away from what they was putting out. So we believe what we believe. There is one trapezoidal guy there. It's barely signed. It's right there. Look how vivid these are. It's under this big overhang here.
So,
I want to come back here and show you you can see the overhang above. And that's why these have lasted this long, is it's sheltered from the elements pretty good. I don't know, the wind, most of our Utah wind, it comes out in the southwest. So it shouldn't be too bad with rain and everything. The others over there tucked back up under, pretty really protected up there, but I'm surprised these here have lasted in the middle of the screen, have lasted as long as they have. They're hardly faded, and that white is just about as vivid as you can get. You can tell it's two different times that it was put up there. Probably the white was, I still think that was Fremont, and I believe the red was probably the
Utes? Anasazi? No. Ancient Puebloans?
yeah. Anasazi, they keep throwing different names at us and stuff. I always called them Anasazi. The Puebloan culture is probably because we're getting close to the Four Corners area. We're still probably 200-300 miles away, but they got up into this area too, so. And it could have been Fremont doing both of them. I just usually don't see Fremont over Fremont, so you can tell the red was there first and the white was put over the top, throw it right over the red. So interesting. kind of funny, both the areas that we end up going to. I've been looking for petroglyphs, and I haven't seen any petroglyphs so far. Pictographs are the most unusual out of the rock art. I keep looking for petroglyphs, and I just don't see any. One more time, looking back at that.
All right, we're going to continue on that way. Let's go see. Oh, I'm already zoomed in. Those bad boys. So, away we go. Took a couple pictures from here. Got that cool little pine tree here. Away we go. How you doing? Yeah. One of these times we'll have to come up here when that's not in the sun.
Yeah, I was just talking about it.
Yeah. That's fine. It actually comes out pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
That one's not bad. Not super faded. So.
I want to come back here and show you you can see the overhang above. And that's why these have lasted this long, is it's sheltered from the elements pretty good. I don't know, the wind, most of our Utah wind, it comes out in the southwest. So it shouldn't be too bad with rain and everything. The others over there tucked back up under, really protected up there. But I'm surprised these here have lasted, in the middle of the screen, have lasted as long as they have. They're hardly faded, and that white is just about as vivid as you can get. You can tell it's two different times that it was put up there. Probably the white was, still think that was.
All right. Making sure he's good. All right, let's walk over here. Check out some of these. Unfortunately, like I said, even when you plan it, it doesn't work out sometimes. So we got some up in this area, super blown out. We'll go hit a different angle. But then those up there. Pretty awesome. And we come over to these. Which are also pretty neat. Just a ton of them. Pretty awesome. So we moved a little closer. Still figuring out this Osmo Pocket 3. Sometimes it likes me, sometimes it does not. Obviously it's operator error. You see up there though. Pretty awesome. Come back down over here. Get it to refocus. Just see, they're freaking really cool. Really cool. If you notice, all that looks white, but it's like pecked in. A lot of it's over the top. Like almost, especially like that one up there. Like somebody's trying to erase there, so I don't know if, maybe they were fighting with other people or obviously different eras, but like something's going on. These pick over the top, but there's so much going on in this panel. You know, you see multiple people. You got that dude up there. Looks like he has 3 fingers, three toes, but no head. And that guy up there who's been kind of canceled. You know, and the little mesomorphic up there is with the antennas again. It's just, that deer almost looks like Rudolph. That big old nose. More mesomorphics that are packed in. And the rainbows. Like I said, I mean, you could spend a lifetime trying to figure out what some of these meant. But I choose to just be in awe of what they are. They're pretty amazing. Even up there, there's pectin over the top of. That one looks like a snake. Maybe that's the trail through the canyon. Mesomorph. More sheep. These ones, obviously, they've been weathering away because of the water, the wind, and time. But it's interesting how well preserved a lot of these are. Just, I mean, it's kind of unfathomable how long they've been here. And then you look at the shape they're in, and it's just crazy good. Crazy good. Let's snap some more pictures. Be back.
As you can see, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's crazy how many are in this little tiny alcove here. It's right behind me. It's just, and the ones that are like kind of faded away, which are also blown out in the sun. So hopefully a couple of those pick up behind me. It's a pretty special spot, you know. I think that this is a pretty sacred area for them. As to what meaning, I don't know. Maybe you guys can comment. Why do you think they come up here to this nice secluded area? Maybe for ceremony, maybe for a spiritual journey. Just cool. It's hard to describe. Different words. It's just, I find peace up here when I come out here. Just kind of recharge my batteries after working, and you know, kind of gets me ready for my next days at the prison. So, how about you tell me, one of you, or just let me know, you know, what does this mean to you when you go out to sites like this and you see things like this that are just so phenomenal, spiritual nature? You know, how does that make you feel? I mean, why do you do what you do? Why do you go out? You know, for us, it really does. It recharges our batteries. We're pretty, I don't know if hermit's the right word, but we're kind of that nature where, you know, don't like to be around people a whole heck of a lot. But when we get every opportunity to come out here or just get out in the mountains, and it don't have to be, you know, a way far destination. It's just, you know, getting out in nature, doing something that you enjoy, and, you know, just don't focus on work or your career or something else. There's so much more to life than that. So, all right. After the sermon, we're going to go walk down there. There's some really cool ones. The guy with the ginormous hands is down that way. And last look at these bad boys. Way up there. Probably can't see it because oh yeah. So cool.
Just amazing. Here we go. Let's recenter. Such a cool place. So much to see. I wish I had a selfie stick. I've been eyeballing one that's like 10 feet, a little under 10 feet. that. Especially in situations like these. A lot cooler. You can get right up into them because you have this right there. There's some more up on that. Unfortunately, in the middle of the day, sunlight. Had high hopes, but it didn't pay off. That's all right. Best part about that, I can come back when it's in the shade and take really good pictures. Well, there's some more over in this area that we'll work our way over to. Work our way over through these rocks. Very cool place. Wondering, maybe if I can just walk this boulder, maybe. Probably a better idea to go down there, but I never said I was smart. Oh, nice. Nice and smooth. Drops me right off. Exactly what I wanted. Step down. All right, perfect. And why do we do all that effort? Because of these. Those two right there. So cool. Antennas. Come on down. Those two type of balls, I don't know. What do you think those are? They're interesting. He's missing an arm. Got the one arm up. Makes you wonder who that was. And we got some faded ones down here. One. And you got some stupidness. Can't count out the human aspect of things. There's some more. It was probably at one time, it was probably a really cool pen. Because you can see some of the red there. Some more right there. With this dude right here. It's phenomenal. Big antennas. Big whiskers, maybe, I don't know. These two make quite a pair. If you've been out here, let's take a quick little stop to appreciate the wilderness aspect of it. I mean, it's just gorgeous over here. That is just amazing.
Here we go with another big, see the pictographs there? You look up right above me. Here's what's protecting it. Nice little alcove. I want to make you dizzy and sick. Take a look at these. See the difference when it's shaded? Round head. Feathers, antennae. I always thought those were earrings, but see his fingers, that's pretty intricate. Seeing those fingers like that, that's pretty neat. And the round discs are pretty cool. This one has whiskers and antennae coming off. See these not as often as petroglyphs, but you see them all quite a few places in Utah. The oval eyes, the round head. He's saying hello. Looks like an eye. The letter I. This one's doing a lot better right here. He's got the legs coming down the side of his body. Straight down. Like how he's got the dots up there on his antennae or headdress. Look how they've dotted that. Isn't that amazing? See if I can get out there a little further. Put that up there a little better. See those dots now? Look at those fingers, it's pretty amazing. Not much graffiti, a little bit right here. It's kind of nice. Seems like the places, a lot of them you have to work to get to. The less graffiti there is.
These two are pretty cool. They're probably some of my favorite out on the swell. Very, very cool. And of course, this is, you gotta earn it to be able to see these. Come all the way throughout that canyon. Come all the way up here. Totally worth the journey though. I mean, standing that bad boy, look at that. Of course, you probably don't want to see my stupid face. Let's flip it around. See those again before we go. Head down. Just really, this one's like so fascinating for the simple fact that I don't know what those. One, he only has one arm. That's kind of crazy. Looks like, I don't even know, like something spurting out of there. I don't know. He lost his arm somewhere. Man, just the eyes. And the stripes, like the stripes on his like body are just fascinating to me. Makes me wonder what else used to be having both of them. And that one has the antennas, maybe. Antennas coming down. Let me know in the comments. You know, what is that one? Almost like bug antennas, and then whiskers. I don't know. And then this guy might be having a guy or girl might be having a bad day. Losing an arm, looks like he's bleeding. Drops. And he drops these. They look like they're dropping to me. Maybe one of you guys that are savvy on rock imagery can school me a little bit what they think this means, or maybe they've read something about these in Short Canyon. Always looking to learn something new. Like always, freaking ledge over here provides pretty good shelter. I can make myself dizzy. Pretty good shelter. That's why they're probably in such good condition. All right, work our way back over to that area.
So we were flying. I flew the drone up there and get some. There's some really red petroglyphs up there. Very, very cool. And then flying next to this, it looks like there's a little cave right there. And I remember the last time we were out there, I thought there was some down here. There are a couple in here. We'll check out. So this is a pretty cool shelter. Almost 6'3". I think I'm shrinking now. But amazing shelter. See, there used to be fire back up in there. It goes back further in there, but these are what I'm talking about. These ones right here. I'm gonna go back. You see those? That right there. That little one right there. Kind of neat. Very rudimentary. But yeah. The sail just pretty cool nonetheless. Awesome freaking cave, I guess. You know, it goes back further. I'm not crawling back there. A little claustrophobic, but pretty awesome that you can get in here. See these bad boys. Pretty neat place.
It's a nice little place in here. I don't know if that's smoke or don't know. Sometimes water looks like that. I wouldn't just be surprised if it's smoke. Oh, it's smoke. It's smoke. Yeah. I've used this quite a bit. Pretty neat. Soft sand to lay in. Pretty neat place. And where they'd put your fire, probably at the... Has some openings here. I don't know if they're... Pack rats made nests. Cows like it. Oh yeah, that's smoke. Cow manure. Yeah, I've used this a whole bunch of times.